That was the first demo on IAM policies. Do the load balancer yourself. Now we'll have another demo so that the admin 1 user can create VPC, security group, subnets and NACLs. First, let's see whether it can really do so or not. I'm in the VPC console using admin 1. I can see all the VPCs because I have already allowed describe star action. Let me try to create a VPC. As expected, I'm not allowed to do so. This time I'll create a new policy and attach that policy to the same user. So the user will have two different policies this time. The action to create a VPC is create VPC. So this is a policy. I'm allowing create VPC action on star resources. That means on all the resources. Let me add the other create actions also, like create security groups, create NACLs. We'll have to do it using array. I'm allowing all these actions: create VPC, create security group, create network ACL, and create subnet. The policy has been created. Let me attach this policy to the user, to the same user in fact, admin1. Click on add permissions and then attach existing policies. We'll have to filter it as per customer managed and then select allow VPC actions. Next review and then add permissions. Now admin1 should be able to create VPCs, network ACLs, security groups and subnets, but it cannot create internet gateway. As you could see, I could create the VPC, subnets, the security group and network ACLs, but I should not be allowed to associate this network ACL to any of the subnets, because for that also you need permission. Let me first show you whether I can do it or not. It is giving you an error showing that you are not authorized to perform this operation. The action to associate to a subnet is actually EC2 associate subnet CIDR block. So you'll have to add this action to your permission policy. You have not done so, so you are not able to associate the NACL to any of the subnets. Go ahead and do that yourself, and also create a policy which should allow access to list all objects in a specific S3 bucket. I'll show another demo for resource-based policy using S3, which was pending from the S3 topic itself. We'll create a resource-based policy and we'll attach that policy to the bucket so that only user 1 can access our bucket. This is my S3 console. I'll use this bucket deep-aws-foundation. To create a resource-based policy on S3, click on permissions and then click on bucket policy. Here you'll have to write your policies. First thing, the user 1 should be able to see all the buckets which are available. So for this, I have created this policy statement, allow to see all buckets. I have specified list star, that is a wildcard, and then get bucket location. Get bucket location is needed if you are using AWS Management Console. If this user is accessing S3 bucket programmatically, then this action is not needed. And the resource is all the buckets. Create this policy. I've named the policy as AWS Foundation S3 user policy and attached it to user 1. Now user 1 should be able to see all the buckets available. As you can see, the user can see all the buckets. This is the resource-based policy for this S3 bucket. In the statement, I have allowed put object and get object. That means upload object and download object from only this bucket, which is deep-aws-foundation for user1. That means only user1 should be allowed to upload and download objects to and from this bucket. Any other user should not be able to do so. This is a resource-based policy because you have principal attached here, and this policy is attached to the S3 bucket. I have not created this policy in the IAM console. I have created this policy in the S3 console after going to the bucket, clicking on permission, and then adding this policy. Let us see if user1 can upload objects to this bucket or not. This is the bucket we are bothered about. Let me try to upload an object here. The object name is Andromeda Galaxy. So this object was successfully uploaded by this user. Now I'll log in as admin user and I will try to upload one more object to the same bucket. Before I proceed further, I want to show you that I have added the list permission for admin1 also. This is my admin1 user, and if you see, AWS Foundation S3 user policy has been added, which allows list star on all the buckets. That means this admin1 user should be able to see all the buckets and objects inside all those buckets. So I can see all the buckets, and if I click this one, I should be able to see the objects also. This is because of the list star action which was added in the user policy. Let me go ahead and try to upload an object now. As you can see, I got one error and the object was not uploaded because user admin1 does not have upload object permission or put object permission on this bucket, which is constrained by this resource-based policy. As per this policy, only user1 should be allowed to upload object and download object from this bucket. That's how resource-based policies work. That's all for IAM policies. Thanks for watching.